Hello there, everybody. It's Phantom Claw, or Daniel Pinetta. You can call me by my real name, Daniel Pinetta, if you want, or you can call me by my username, Phantom Claw, if you want, whichever floats your boat. And I'm going to start a bit of a random segment that I'm going to do every Sunday, which is Duel Play Sunday. And this is where I'm going to get Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links up, and every Sunday we're going to be watching some replay duels from different people who've been doing PvP duels. And I figured it might not be a bad thing to do. So, let's see what we have going now. Okay, so first up we have Papai Poko versus Cannibal663. Look, I'm gonna get 5 gems for watching this particular replay. Now let's see. Oh wait, damn it! So one of those players is Ishizu Ishtar, and the other is playing as the Paradox Brothers. Okay, yeah, I really should have put the sound on, but don't worry, I can do that during the duel. Now I'm gonna have it paused there because just to put the sound back on.
I activate a field spell.
I set a card. I end my turn.
Apparently it's not gonna let me go scroll up on a duel log.
My turn. I draw.
Okay,
I set a card on the field.
Papa's players is Ishizu
Face
Ishtar.
down on the field. I end my turn.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, so
It's
far
my turn.
No.
I draw.
Now so far both players have not yet summoned a monster. And you know what? I am gonna have the camera overlay on so that way hopefully you lot can see my ugly mug. I don't know if you lot can see my ugly mug or not. If you can't, don't worry about it. But yeah. If normally when you don't have any monsters to summon, that's basically what happens.
I draw. I end my turn.
Here we go. It's my turn.
No.
I draw. From my hand.
I activate a quick play spell.
I shall extinguish that.
Oh, they're both going to do special
Here's
summoning.
my face down card. My trap activates.
Oh, okay. So I can tell you right now what sort of decks both of these people are using. Now Cannibal663 is playing as the Paradox Brothers. Papai and the Papai person is playing as Ishizu Ishtar. Now I do know about these two. Now I know about the trap card. This trap card here. The Magician Navigation. This lets you special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, and then special summon 1 level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck. And because now no doubt this dude playing as Ishizu has built a magician deck. But the Gear Town, this lets you special summon any Agent Gear monster from your hand, deck or graveyard if this card ever gets destroyed. That's basically what Gear Town does. And it's a really good deck to use if you got an Agent Gear deck. And that's a good thing about this being a replay duel because I can pause it and give you lots of some context on what's going down.
Now, I special summon a monster. Now,
Dark Magician.
I special summon a monster.
I activate a field spell.
Now,
I choose this
which
card.
Agent Gear monster are you going
I
to summon?
special summon a monster.
And Cannibal summons. Oh,
Just as I expected.
Agent Gear Reactor
Here's my
Dragon.
face down card. My trap activates.
That trap card.
From my hand.
Very sneaky.
I activate a field spell.
I
My
end
turn.
my turn.
Now, for those of you that don't know, some people do make sure that they have 2 copies of a certain card, and no doubt Cannibal. So I'm not surprised that Cannibal has 2 copies of Gear Town. Now, this track card here, Paleozoic Canadia. This track card basically can activate when your opponent has a monster face up on the field. You can target one of them and switch it to face down, and flip it face down in defense position. And in addition to that, once per turn, or once doing a chain link, when a track card is activated while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this track card to the field, and this track card will be treated as a monster card. Where it will have a water attribute. Its monster type will be Aqua. Its level will be 2 stars, and in addition to that, it would have 1200 attack and 0 defense.
I draw.
Which isn't too bad.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell.
That basically is just like 2 magicians in the graveyard.
From my hand, I activate a continuous spell. I set a card face down on the field. I set a card face down on the field. I end my turn.
Here we go.
The best bit is,
It's my turn.
I draw.
now the best bit is, because now I do apologise for pausing it, but I have to give you lot commentary so that way you lot will get an idea of what there's not what's going on in the video. Anyway, for Ishizu and the Paradox Brothers, I can also say I've been in a similar situation to this whenever I go up against someone using either a Magician deck or an Agent Gear deck, and this is a pain in the backside. Whichever one of these type of duelists you've gone up against. And I've always wanted to see who will win in a duel, an Agent Gear duelist or a Dark Magician duelist. And this duel basically gives me a chance to see which one is better. Now, luckily for Cannonball number 3, because he's able to flip summon his Agent Gear Reactor Dragon from defense to offense. Now, I want to point out a few. Now, with Agent Gear Reactor Dragon, there's a couple of things I wanted to quickly point out, such as if this card was tribute summoned by tributing an Agent Gear monster, Agent Gear Reactor Dragon gains a piercing damage effect, where if he attacks a defense position monster and that monster's defense happens to be lower than Agent Gear Reactor Dragon's current attack value of 3000, the difference will come out of Ishizu's life points. That's what would happen, but only if Cannonball number 3 tribute summoned Agent Gear Reactor Dragon. However, he didn't do that. He special summoned Agent Gear Reactor Dragon. So that card effect just basically went out the window. So luckily for Papai, so Papai doesn't have to worry about that card effect so much when his magician gets attacked. Although the major problem will be this other effect. Now, as you might notice here in the card text, as you might notice over here, during the battle phase of each attack, Agent Gear Reactor Dragon does. Agent Gear Reactor Dragon. Well, each time this Agent Gear monster attacks, the opponent is unable to activate any spell or trap card on their side of the field. So, if one of those 2 face downs happens to be like a trap card, like draining shield or Sakura armor or whatever, Papai, who's playing as Ishizu Ishtar, he's not going to be able to activate any of his trap cards he has while playing as Ishizu. That's going to be a major drawback for Papai.
I knew you would do that. My trap activates. Now, here's my face down card. My trap activates. Very well. I special summon a monster. What shall I play? I special summon a monster. I shall extinguish that. I activate a continuous spell.
I should play this card.
I summon a monster in attack position.
That's a smart move from
I
Papai.
activate my monster's effect. From my hand,
I activate a continuous spell. I end my turn.
And now
My
Cannibal
turn.
number 3 is
I
buggered.
draw. Very
Because
well.
now Cannibal
I
number
tribute
3.
summon a monster.
I feel bad for Cannibal number 3 because Cannibal number 3 is one who's playing as the Paradox Brothers. And the Paradox Brothers are the bald-headed brothers who each have a different symbol on their forehead. Now I can tell you for a fact that this dude is buggered. Unless he uses Wall of Disruption, that's actually a good card. As you can see here. Now I can only see from the point of view of Cannibal number 3, who's playing as the Paradox Brothers. I have to rewatch the video to be able to see it from Papai, or from Papai's point of view. Now bear in mind, Papai is the one who's playing as Ishizu Ishtar. Anyway, Wall of Disruption. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, all attack position monsters your opponent controls will all lose 800 attack for each, multiplied by the number of monsters they control. Now, because Papai, who's playing as Ishizu, because he has 2 monsters on the field, that means Papai's Dark Magician is going to lose 1600 attack. So his 2500 attack will drop down to about 900, and when 2 monsters in attack position do battle, the monster with the highest attack number wins. And the reason why I say this was because you have to compare the attack numbers of both monsters that are in attack position when they do battle.
I activate a continuous spell. My monster's effect activates. Now, I special summon a monster. From my hand, I activate a spell.
Ooh.
Very well.
Which fusion monster are you
I
going to
fusion
summon?
summon a monster.
This is going to be either Cavalry or Dark Cavalry.
Let us battle. Here I go. I shall attack.
Wall of Disruption activate.
fools.
I play my face down card.
There were 3 monsters on
My
the
trap
Shizu's side of the
activates.
field.
My trap activates.
Oh, very sneaky.
Put my guard down.
Here I go.
Do you have
My
another
monster
face?
attacks you directly.
I caught you.
Enemy control.
I play
That's a
my
good
face
card.
down card.
I activate a quick play spell.
Now, I'm guessing some of you are confused on what enemy control does. Now, as you can see, when you click on a card, the card does appear on this side. And yes, you can actually zoom in on the picture of the card, which is actually pretty cool. But as you can see here, now this is what enemy controller does. You can select and activate one of 2 effects. You can select option 1, which is you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and change that target's battle position. So you can take a monster in attack position, like Dark Cavalry, and switch it to defense position, which will cancel out its attack. Or you can pick option number 2, which is by tributing one of your own monsters, you get to take control over your opponent's monster until the end of your turn, which is also not too bad, as long as you've got a way to defend yourself afterwards.
My monster's effect activates.
And that's a really sneaky card effect.
You fool! This opponent you failed to halt!
Don't look at me! It's not my fault!
Destiny is served.
Now, Papai Poko, who played as Ishizu Ishtar, is the winner of the duel. That is too bad. Now, luckily, oh, so now I can look back. Now, as you can tell on the side here, the duel log basically lets you take a look at like what cards that you've used and whatnot, which isn't too bad. Now this has been an interesting duel. Now I do feel bad for Cannibal number 3 that Cannibal number 3 was unable to win that duel. But I guess at the same time, that's not really much of a surprise. Well, that's a bit of a shame now, isn't it? But I can also say I know how much of a pain it is when you're up against someone who uses a Dark Magician type deck. I do against some. Whenever I go on PvP duel, I literally have duel against quite a lot of people who used a Dark Magician themed deck, like the one that Papai Poko had used as Ishizu Ishtar, and I think I must have PvP dueled against at least 10 people, maybe more than that, who actually used a Dark Magician themed deck. And who also use that Dark Cavalry monster, and I'm not even joking. That's happened so many times I can't even tell you. So I do understand how frustrating that might be. Although I will admit, the dude who play Cannibal number 3 did play some good Agent Gear cards, so that's not too bad. Now, what did you lot think? Like, let me know in the comments below, like, what your thoughts are on this particular duel. And if you enjoyed this duel play video, please give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe if you're interested, so that way you might actually see another one of these next Sunday popping up. And until next time, goodbye for now, and I hope you'll have a good day or night, depending on your time zone you're in.